If you're a man over 40, the bag that worked for you 10 years ago may be making you look dated today. The wrong everyday bag can make an otherwise solid casual outfit look dated, bulky, or less put together. You may have the shirt, jeans, and shoes right, but an oversized backpack or a messenger bag hanging too low can still throw off the whole look. In this video, we'll cover 7 common bag mistakes and the practical ways to correct them. By the end, you'll be able to look at the bag you already own and tell what's working, what isn't, and whether it truly needs to be replaced. Mistake number 6 is one of the easiest to miss, and one of the quickest to fix. In many cases, it takes less than a minute and costs nothing. You don't need to dress younger. You simply want your everyday bag to look as current, comfortable, and put together as the rest of your clothes. Mistake 1. Using the wrong bag for the occasion. A good bag can still look wrong when it belongs in a different setting. A hiking backpack may be perfect outdoors. Pair it with a knit polo, chinos, and loafers for dinner, and the outfit starts sending 2 different messages. Your clothes say relaxed and put together. The bag says hiking trail, gym, or airport. The opposite can happen too. A rigid leather briefcase may look natural in a traditional office, but feel too formal with shorts, a casual t-shirt, and athletic sneakers. Neither bag is bad. It's simply being used in the wrong setting. For errands and casual weekends, a compact crossbody, simple sling, or clean backpack can work well. For work or a day with a laptop, a streamlined messenger bag or a structured backpack usually makes more sense. For a short trip, a weekender, duffel, or travel backpack is the better fit. Many men over 40 move through several settings in one day. You may leave work, run an errand, meet a friend, and go out for dinner. A simple everyday bag can move through those situations more easily than something extremely formal or highly technical. Before choosing a bag, ask 2 questions. Where am I going? And what do I honestly need to carry? Even the right type of bag can look wrong if the proportions are off. Mistake 2. Choosing the wrong bag size. An everyday bag should be large enough for what you need, but it shouldn't dominate your frame. A wide messenger bag may cover most of the torso. An oversized backpack may extend too far down the back and make the upper body appear smaller. This is especially noticeable on men with a shorter frame or narrower shoulders. A bag can also be too small. A compact sling is useful for a phone, wallet, keys, and glasses. But when it's stretched around too many objects, the sides begin to bulge and the zipper stays under pressure. On a broader frame, a very small pouch can look out of proportion, especially when it sits directly in the center of the chest or stomach. There's no universal measurement that works for everyone. Your height, build, clothing, and daily routine all matter. A full-length mirror is often more useful than a size chart. Ask yourself, does the bag cover most of my shirt or jacket? Does it hit my leg when I walk? Does it pull one shoulder lower? Does it already look full before I've added much? For a shorter frame, a medium-sized bag with a clean shape usually creates a better line. Taller or broader men can often carry a larger, more structured design. If you carry more weight around the midsection, moving a sling toward the side or upper hip often looks more balanced than placing it directly over the stomach. The right bag isn't the smallest one available. It's the smallest bag that comfortably handles your real daily needs. A bag may be the right size on paper and still look oversized once it's packed. Mistake 3. Overfilling the bag. The warning signs are easy to spot. A stretched zipper, rounded sides, a sagging bottom, or papers and bottles visible near the opening. You may also notice one shoulder sitting lower or your jacket being pulled out of position, even when the bag itself isn't especially large. Too much weight can make it look bulky and affect the way you stand. The first reaction is often to get a larger bag. In many cases, that simply moves the same problem into a larger container. A better solution is to empty the bag completely. Keep what you use every day: your phone, wallet, keys, glasses, medication, laptop if required, and one charger. Separate occasional items such as extra notebooks, duplicate cables, or a power bank. Then remove old receipts, packaging, and anything you haven't touched in months. Men in their 40s and beyond often have real reasons to carry more. Reading glasses, medication, work equipment, car keys, and things you carry for your family are a part of everyday life. Looking organized doesn't mean ignoring those needs. It means giving everything a clear place. A small pouch can keep cables together, while another can hold medication or personal care items. Some rarely used items may make more sense in the car or office. Leaving a little unused space also helps the bag keep its shape and makes everything easier to reach. When was the last time you emptied your everyday bag completely? If you can't remember, you may be surprised by what's still in there. Once the clutter is gone, it becomes much easier to see whether the bag itself is well made. Mistake 4. Choosing the wrong material and finish. Material labels and price tags can both be misleading. Leather isn't automatically better than nylon, and a higher price doesn't guarantee better style. A stiff, overly glossy synthetic leather bag can look less polished than a clean nylon backpack. A thin canvas tote that collapses around its contents may look less intentional than a well-made canvas messenger bag. Instead of focusing only on the name of the material, look at the finish and construction. Uneven stitching, loose threads, weak lining, flimsy hardware, zippers that catch, and thin straps can all make a bag feel poorly made. A matte or lightly textured surface often looks more refined than one with an artificial shine. For men's casual style over 40, heavy canvas works naturally with denim, chinos, overshirts, and casual jackets. Waxed canvas suits more rugged outfits, while weather-resistant nylon works well for commuting and travel. Pebbled leather can add refinement to smart casual clothing without feeling too formal. Its textured surface often disguises minor marks better than very smooth leather. Check the zipper, handles, stitching, corners, lining, and strap attachments. Also notice the empty weight. A bag that already feels heavy won't become more comfortable after you add a laptop and daily essentials. The best material is the one that fits your clothing, climate, routine, and how much upkeep you're willing to do. A well-made bag can still look too busy if the design is trying to do too much. Mistake 5. Choosing a design that is too loud. A bag with personality can be a good thing. The problem begins when too many details demand attention at the same time. Oversized logos, bright panels, hanging straps, multiple buckles, carabiners, and crowded external pockets can make a simple outfit feel busy. That doesn't mean men over 40 need to avoid color or interesting design. A useful principle is this: the more attention the bag demands, the quieter the rest of the outfit usually needs to be. For practical everyday style, one dominant color, a clear shape, limited branding, and only the features you actually use will work with more clothing. Black, navy, brown, olive, gray, tan, and dark burgundy are versatile choices. Olive works naturally with denim and tan chinos. Brown pairs well with navy, cream, olive, and dark jeans. Black works with charcoal, navy, and monochromatic outfits. Natural canvas fits easily with casual workwear. Your bag doesn't have to match your belt and shoes exactly. The colors simply need to relate to one another and feel equally casual or polished. Think about the color you reach for most often: black, brown, navy, olive, or something else. The color you already wear most often is usually the safest place to start. Even a clean, understated design can look awkward when the bag sits in the wrong place. Mistake 6. Wearing the bag in the wrong position. Sometimes the bag is fine. The strap is simply set at the wrong length. A crossbody bag can look awkward when the strap is too long. A clean backpack can start to look less intentional when it hangs too low. A messenger bag can pull an outfit out of shape when it rests near the knee. With a sling or crossbody, a long strap lets the bag swing against the thigh. It moves too much while you walk and makes the whole look feel loose and less put together. Placing the bag directly over the stomach can add visual bulk, especially when the bag is full. A strap that's too short creates the opposite problem. The bag becomes trapped near the armpit and pulls the shirt upward. A compact crossbody often looks more balanced near the upper hip or along the side of the torso. It shouldn't hit your leg or pull your clothing out of place. With a messenger bag, the bottom generally looks cleaner around the upper hip rather than lower on the thigh. If you carry a laptop, a wider strap distributes the weight more comfortably. Remember to adjust the length when you add a jacket. For a backpack, shorten both straps enough to keep the bag relatively high and close to your back. Make sure both sides are even, and secure any loose strap ends instead of leaving them hanging below the bag. Your posture offers another clue. If one shoulder is always lower, your neck leans to one side, or you constantly hold the strap with one hand, the bag may be too heavy or poorly adjusted. Try 3 things first. Remove what you don't need, adjust the strap, and check how the bag sits from the front and side. Sometimes that small change is enough to improve the entire outfit. Visible damage, however, is a different issue. Mistake 7. Keeping a worn-out bag. Many men keep the same bag for years because it still works. There's nothing wrong with that. Some materials even become more attractive with age. Some high-quality leathers develop richer color, and waxed canvas can gain character. The important distinction is between natural wear and neglect. Good patina means subtle color changes and light scratches, while the structure, handles, stitching, and hardware remain strong. A worn-out bag shows peeling material, torn corners, frayed straps, broken zippers, permanent sagging, or a dirty lining. Because a bag sits close to your clothing, these details are easy to notice. Even a clean outfit can feel less polished when the bag looks uncared for. That doesn't mean you need to replace it at the first sign of age. Clean the interior and exterior, address stains early, and repair loose stitching or a damaged zipper before the problem spreads. A worn strap can often be replaced if the main body is still in good condition. Replacement makes more sense when the material is peeling across a large area, the structure is permanently damaged, or the handles and strap attachments are no longer safe. It doesn't need to look new. It simply needs to look clean, functional, and cared for. All 7 mistakes come back to one principle. Your bag should support your life and your clothes. You probably don't need a large collection of bags. 1 or 2 well-chosen options may be enough. A compact Sling or Crossbody works well for errands, casual weekends, and travel days when you don't need a laptop. It should hold your phone, wallet, keys, glasses, and a few personal items without bulging. A structured backpack or messenger bag works for commuting, carrying a laptop, and moving between casual and business casual settings. A backpack handles weight more comfortably, while a messenger offers easier access and a slightly more polished appearance. A compact weekender or duffel handles short trips, gym gear, and situations where you need extra shoes or clothing. Choose a realistic size rather than the largest one available. Whichever style you carry, run it through 4 simple questions. Does it make sense for where I'm going? Does the size work with my frame and what I carry? Is it clean, in good condition, and working properly? Does it work with the clothes I actually wear? You don't need a complicated rule book. Those 4 questions will catch most of the problems we've discussed. Looking polished after 40 often comes down to small, practical choices. Before replacing the bag you already own, give it a quick 5-minute check. Empty it, adjust the strap, and look at its condition with fresh eyes. You may find that it only needs less clutter, a better strap setting, or a little care. Which bag do you use most often, and what's the one thing you would change about it? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for practical, everyday style advice for men over 40. Without chasing every trend. Remember, the right bag carries what you need, fits the life you live, and supports your style without taking it over. Thanks for watching.